Thank you for coming. We're just going to give this a couple minutes here while we wait for some folks to arrive. I see some familiar names in the chat here. Thank you for coming and joining us. Okay. You guys, so just while we wait, we'll just give it a couple minutes here. Quite a few people signed up for this. I see probably about a third of them here so far. So we'll just give it a couple minutes for people to start joining. If you do have questions, you are able to fire those in to the chat. As we go through this, we'll try to keep it quick for everybody. I know you're all asking yourselves, where did he get that cool hat from? One of the questions you could ask us is, how do I get a hat? So we'll be taking note of who asked that question. Tell you to check the mail. Okay. Again. I love it. Well, you guys are on the right track. All you guys in the questions, you're on the right track. So again, we'll just give it just a couple minutes here and just bear with me. It's going to be shorter than I think you guys, than we think it is. We are going to review again some of the new features with you that we're excited about. Just some enhancements that we've done that some of them may, well played, Mark, well played. Some of you may, use some of these features. Some of you may not. And hopefully maybe it brings some light to some other stuff. At the end, too, there will be a poll that hopefully you guys can all stick around for that we'll be putting out just with regards to the future webinars and things that you guys would like to see. All right. Hey, Leonard, how are you? We can get you a hat, Leonard. We can get you a hat. Okay, folks. So, just over half of the folks are here. Hopefully some more of these folks will show up as we go through. What I'm going to do right now is just kind of review what we're going to talk about today. Again, thank you all for coming. This is pretty great, and we're really excited about it. Again, these features are already active inside your solution. You guys should have all received an email this past week, especially from an admin perspective, on Thursday night, just about us doing some maintenance over the weekend. So these features have gone live as we go through and we start to talk about them here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next slide, and we'll talk about just some of the new features. I'm going to highlight these, and then I'm actually going to show them to you. Okay, so first, call center enhancements. We have the ability now to add custom statuses. So before you could have a status like I'm on break, I'm on lunch. We can add custom statuses to that now, and I'll show you that in just a minute. And call priority. If you are a call center supervisor and you're managing a big queue, and you've got a bunch of people, you look into a queue and you see there's 4 or 5 people in that queue, you actually can mark someone as priority and move them to the top of the queue. Good in a call center functionality or in a call center space where, you have a lot of people, maybe someone was just talking to somebody, they can ping you and say, hey, if this person calls back in, can you move them to the top of the queue? We have a new queue type, which is called tiered round robin. A round robin queue for anybody who's not using one. Think of this just as a group of phones that ring, but a tiered queue is one that just first call goes to this person, next call goes to this person, next call goes to this person. We have the ability now to tier that kind of queue, which means that, basically, if you're tiered at tier 1, you're going to get presented the calls. If all the tier 1s are busy, then the tier 2s will start getting the calls, but we'll distribute the calls in the tier 2s. And as I go through any of these features, guys, please keep in mind, if some of this is stuff that you guys want to talk about a little bit further, obviously this is just an introduction to the features. Please, 24/7, 365, support@votacall.com. Let them know you're on the webinar and you'd like to talk about some of the new features and how to use them. We will be happy to set up some times to do one-on-ones with folks to make sure that they're comfortable with all this. And, if anybody needs specific trainings for their people on some of the stuff that I show you, by all means, we will do that. We are a fully managed service. We're still dedicated to that. But again, this is more just to kind of familiarize you with some of the stuff that is out there. Okay, so tiered round robin, we covered that, and then there's some improvements in reporting, some little bug fixes that people have talked to us over time about things that they're looking at that don't feel right, and we've improved some of that. Okay, next, new features. So enhanced music on hold. This is one I'm really excited about. I'll show it to you in just a couple minutes. Folks are saying to themselves, well, what does that even mean? Well, we have the ability to put customized messages now right in your call, right in your hold music. And that can be defined by user, by call center, by company itself. So, if you're a doctor's office and you want to tell people about an upcoming flu clinic, while they're on hold, you actually can type in a message now and have it play to them in a certain amount of time. So you could be customizing messages every day. Every company is going to be a little bit different. Maybe you want to push people to the website. You want to just say, hey, don't forget, you can check this on the web, check that on the web. I see some folks from who are running some call centers now. I'm thinking about you, Jack. If you want to tell people, hey, don't forget, you can open a ticket here or there, you can do that. So we can insert messages. We can insert queue position, which is something that people have asked us for in the past and something that we haven't been able to deliver on. We can do that now. And then wait time as well. Although I always tell people use queue position rather than wait time, just depending on how busy your call center is. We can review that in a little bit here. And then last but not least, the one that everybody has kind of been asking us for over the years, we always talk about the fact that we're very excited about the fact that we have a web phone. For any of you guys who don't know what our web phone is, you can actually use your PC, go into the computer, log in using your single sign-on credentials or credentials that we provide for you, log into Votacall, MyVotacall, and launch a phone right inside of your browser. Well, one of the things that people always say is, well, I have all these windows open and, it's tough for me to know where my stuff is. So we have utilized some technology called progressive web apps through Google. So again, this is something that runs in Google Chrome. But what you have the ability now to do is to dock your web phone. So there'll be a little download icon. I'll show that to you, but you can dock it. You can actually pin it on the taskbar. And then there's a way to add it so that when you start up your computer in the morning, it'll automatically open up the window and ask you to log in. I see the thumbs going up. Thank you guys. I know people have been asking us for this. The beauty of it is that you can just then uninstall it and then reinstall it. It'll also be updating itself, even though it's an application. It feels like an application sitting on your desktop. It is not an application, right? So it is running behind the scenes in the web. So as we update it, it'll update itself. And it's one of those things that people have really been pushing us for, and we're really excited to have and to be able to show you guys. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to now jump in and I'm going to share my screen with you. And so give me one sec. And I have to pick the right window here. Otherwise, this is going to be a mess. Let's see. I think it is that one. Okay. So here we are, and I'm in here now. And I'll just going to move some things around here so we can see. I'm going to have to change this window in just a minute. But here's what we've got for you. I think I'm going to turn my camera off because it does appear as though it's getting a little sluggish. So just hang on one second. Okay, I think it'll probably run a little bit better now. So here I am, I'm logged in as a supervisor, right? So the first thing that we talked about is some call center enhancements. So I'll just cover those very quickly. Again, so I've clicked here, I'm in as a supervisor or as an office manager, I'm on call center. And so one of the things that we can do, and by the way, everybody, I have Kyle here with me today. And Kyle, you're there somewhere? We'll say hi to everybody. He didn't know that was coming. All right, well, Kyle is here, and I'm going to be asking him to do some stuff with us in just a couple minutes. And Kyle is going to be joining me on some of these webinars that we do moving into the future too, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. All right, so as we go through this, and I'm starting to get nervous that people can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? A little thumbs up maybe? Emoji. Thank you, everyone. All right, I'm just making sure because Kyle didn't respond, so I just wanted to be sure. All right, I like it. I got a party hat. Nice job. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to click on settings here. Okay, hang on. I got to find my window. I lost it. Okay, it's back. All right, sorry about that. All right, I'm going to click settings. Okay, and you see here, if I go to custom statuses, you can see that I've added two, webinar and demo. And if I wanted to add one, I could just come up here and maybe I say that I'm working, email tickets. Okay, and I click add. Okay, and then I hit save. All right. So I've now added that. In just a minute, I'll show you from an agent view that I have the ability to choose that now. And then in addition to that, when you go to reports, you'll see here that this reporting screen has changed just a little bit. And so across the top, you don't have to do drop downs anymore, but we've got Q stats, agent availability. And I was playing around this morning just to be able to show you guys this today. But you can see here, and I'll shrink the time down to, instead of just yesterday, I'll move it down to today, and we'll go down starting at 8 a.m. But you can see that I went out and I went onto some of these. By the way, I don't know why that says custom 1 and custom 2. I'll refresh that in a minute. We'll tell you which of those custom settings that I am on. So whether that is webinar, or whether that is demo, but it gives you an idea. So again, you've got this ability now to put these custom statuses in and then to report on those. And if I look at table settings here, okay, so you can see I've got webinar and I've got demo, and then I've got email tickets. Obviously that one's not going to have any because I just did that one, but you can see I was in webinars for an hour today, and then I was on a demo for an hour and 26 minutes. Okay. No, myvotacall.com, Philip. That is where we are. So great. Okay, so here we are. So I'm just going to keep moving and keep going through this here. All right, so we talked about call priority, tiered round robin. I won't jump into that so much as I will say, if you go to a queue and you're going to create, if you're going to create a new queue, for instance, and you want to get in there and do that, tiered round robin is going to be, we have round robin, we have ring all, we have all these different options. So you will have the ability to add a new queue, and it would be tiered round robin. Again, that's going to move through different priorities and some improvements in the reporting. But Kyle, if we can, you want to call into call center 909 here. Okay. And you're going to see a call here come in to my call queue. All right. So there's the Dan demo queue, and we've got 2 callers waiting. So if I'm an admin, I can click right on here, look at my callers, and I can say, oh, you know what? I want to prioritize Kyle over Dan. Just click that, and he'll move up in priority. You saw him move to the top. Okay. So you saw that change very quickly. And so now the next call that gets presented will be Kyle. So again, if someone was in a call center and you needed to do that, you wanted to push it up to the top, you recognized maybe who that person was, you can fire away and do that. Okay. All right. So as we move through here, the next thing that we were going to take a look at is some music on hold settings. And again, I told you I was pretty excited about this. I think this can apply to pretty much any business out there. You'll notice that the music on hold page has changed. I am hiding music on hold. I can either view it by user, by site, or by queue. And again, but I'm going to come up to my domain. I'm going to go to my Dan demo call center, and I can see here how many messages I have and how much music I have here. And I'll just click on the Dan demo call center, and we'll start to talk a little bit about this feature and why I think it's great for folks. So first of all, you can load your music over here, and you can decide what order you want that to be in. You can load as many songs or things in there that you want to. Okay. And then here's my intro greeting, which I can play and listen to and figure out if I like what it sounds like, and I can edit that right here. And then you'll notice that I have play wait announcement position. Okay. And then from there, I typed in, your call is very important to us, and please stay on the line. And I added that message in, and you can see what that is. And I chose a voice for that. And then I put in the wait position copy. All right. And the way that I did that is I just clicked here and I clicked copy on wait position, and it created another one. And then I can move these around as I see fit. Okay. And then I have another one. Don't forget, you can always open a ticket by email at support@votacall.com or by visiting www.votacall.com. But if I wanted to add a message, I can click here. and I can choose, do I want that to be a wait status update? Text to speech, which is what I did with all those ones that you saw. So for any of you guys who are shy out there, you can just type in what you want, choose a voice, right? So you can choose from all these voices and figure out which one works the best for you. You can click upload. So if you have somebody who's already doing custom greetings for you, you can upload those right in here. And then last but not least, you can click record. It will call you. You can use your own voice. So what will happen is it will play the music, and then at a certain time interval, which you select right here, anywhere from 15 seconds all the way up to 2 minutes, it will play these greetings in order. So in this particular case, it would play the intro greeting, then go to music. 30 seconds later, it would announce where I am in the queue, then go back to the song and the music, and then continue to play this next message you call is very important to us, etc. Okay, so again, something that people have been asking us about, the being able to put some of those comfort messages in, and we're pretty excited about that. So as we move on to what my features are, we'll get to the big one. I saw all the thumbs go up when we started talking about this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it now. You guys can do it along with me if you want to, if you're web phone users. But I have my web phone open right here. When you open your web phone now, you're going to see a little icon up here, right here, that says Install Votacall Go Web Phone. So all you have to do is click on that, all right, and then click Install. All right, and it just opened up a new window. So I'm going to have to change my share here for you guys. So just give me 1 sec while I pull everything back up. Okay, so there's Livestorm. We will stop sharing that screen. Okay, and we will re-enable. Okay, so this is now an app. Okay, and it has been added to I can see it down in my taskbar. It is there. If I right click on the icon in my taskbar, I can hit pin to taskbar, which I just did. You guys aren't going to see that because you can't see my taskbar, just this window. But if I come up here and I click on these 3 dots and I go to app info, okay, then I hit settings. It opens another window, unfortunately. And on that window, it'll say start app when you sign in. So I'm going to turn that on. So I'll just walk you guys through that very quickly one more time, just so you know I made that change. But I'll click here. I go to app info. I go to settings. All right. And then there's a window that opens up and it'll say start app when you say sign in. You turn it on. When you log into your computer in the morning, it will launch the app. You can log into it right then and there, and then it'll stay up and running as its own little icon. It also has some enhanced notifications that pop up now in the right-hand corner of your screen, the way that you would expect to see things. And so, this is something that folks have really been asking us for. We're very excited about. And, I think that you'll really, as you start to, it'll help you guys utilize the web phone a little bit more, and that you don't have to log in. When you close your windows by accident, it doesn't close your phone. Again, it's its own entity and it's off to the side. Something, again, that people really were pushing us for. I know there's actually some people on this call that I'm positive asked us about this over the time. Okay, so the download link, yes. So if you launch your web phone, the download link will be a little icon right in the address bar. So let me show you. I'll give you an idea. I won't be able to show you directly. There is not a printout as of yet, but I'm happy to attach that and let you guys see, because if you want to see what the enhanced features are, I can do that. I will tell you that we are in the process, and within the next day or so, we will have a video up at the training video web link. Sorry about that, at votacall.com/one training. And there'll be a video on how to access the web app. But when you log in, I can't do it now. I'll have to uninstall the app in order to show you that again, which I had to do earlier. But here, let me stop sharing and I'll show you exactly where it will be. Actually, Kyle, have you done this yet? Maybe you can share your screen and show the web phone, and then show us what that looks like. So hang on 1 second. Not sure if you have or haven't. Starting to feel like Kyle's microphone is broken. But here, let me show you. I'll launch the web phone again. Again, it's not going to show up on my web phone because of the fact that I already have downloaded it and my computer knows that. Hang on one sec. So share screen. Okay, so if you guys were looking at the screen right here, right in here, there'd be a little window with an arrow that points down. That little window with an arrow that points down, when you click on that, it'll ask you if you want to install it. Okay. I don't know why your microphone's not working, Kyle. Okay, no problem, Jackson. All right. Yeah, so and again, if any of you guys have any trouble with any of this, by all means, our support team is there to help you guys. Remember that we are always here. It is always free. It is part of your service, part of your contract. We will train you. We will, train you again. We will do trainings for your folks. So we can train the trainer. We can train teams. It really is up to you guys. But we just wanted to keep this short and just share some of this stuff with you guys. With regards to the web phone. I'll go ahead and turn my camera back on, and then you guys can still see, I think you can still see my dock here. But so if you guys want to go over, I'm gonna add a poll right now. And guys should have just seen. Let's see if I can make this go live. Come on. There it is, publish poll. Okay, so you guys should be able to see a poll in there right now, just on what topics you guys would like to see a webinar on. And, it'd be great if you guys could fill that out and just, Michelle, when a call comes in for me, the pop-up definitely still pops up. It pops up in the other window and it pops up on the right in Google. It may just be a question of settings. So maybe we can reach out to you after this is done and just take a look at your settings and confirm what's happening. Because not only do I get the alert to the right, I'm also getting the alert in the screen itself. So let's just take a look. App info. So notifications are turned on. So if you click the little dots, let me show you where I'm looking. Hang on. Does anybody else have any questions because I'm going to just kind of see if I can fix Michelle's issue right here while she's here. Okay. So Michelle, here, if you click these three little dots and you look at the app info, just make sure you have microphone notifications, pop-ups, and redirects all turned on. And then if you do, then you click settings, and it should notify you. If those notifications are turned on, it should absolutely notify you. Somebody just clicked in the window there. Let me just see what we got going on. Okay. No, John, that's a great question. Yeah, if anybody wants to watch this webinar, it will be available for you guys as a download, and you'll be able to come back in and watch this as many times as you want. Okay. And Michelle, any luck on any update from you there? No, I'm having issues. I'll have to put in a ticket. All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see what we can do about that. Okay. And you can see here, obviously, guys, that here's my other statuses that I put in. So I'll just go online in my call centers here. Okay. All right. I think that'll wrap it for today. Michelle, we will definitely reach out to you and see what's happening. So bear with us. I think we'll call you as soon as we get off here just to see what we can do and figure out what's happening. Okay. Folks, thank you again for coming. Hopefully you filled in our poll here on some description. Again, thank you. We will be starting to do these a lot more frequently, just on features, functionality, and what people are interested in seeing. I do see some results coming in for stuff that folks want to see. The general admin, we do have some pre-recorded general admin and mobility webinars that we've done in the past that we'll put up on a site for you guys to get to. So look out for that email as well. Again, thank you for coming. We're pretty excited about these new enhancements, and we look forward to catching up with you. And look for some emails from myself and from Kyle just about some future stuff that we're doing. And we appreciate you guys getting to us on the poll. Okay. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy your lunch or your breakfast if you're on the West Coast. And if you need anything, please reach out, email support@votacall.com or head to support.votacall.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.